First of all, it seemed like I know it was 7-3, but you got some really timely goals when you needed them tonight. Spooner's goal, Charlie Gerard's goal. You just seemed to find a way to maintain momentum when Northern could have taken it back.
Momentum's kind of crazy. It can dictate a game, and once you have it, you want to hold on to it, and when the other team has it, you want to do something to get it back. And I thought we got off to a good start, score the first goal, go to the penalty box. They score a power play goal, short side, great shot by Lohan, and then Spooner gets us momentum back. And I thought he was effective tonight with a few other guys. I think Charlie Gerard's playing some of the best hockey that he's played in his time here, and just you love the maturation, just how he's handling himself. And it was great to see 5 back in the lineup. He gives you a lot of options as far as a coach, and was happy to see him going back up and down the rink in our own building, and thought the crowd was fantastic. A lot of goals scored, so I'm sure it was a bit entertaining, but liked the way it finished.
Well, yeah, you talked about the crowd before and trying to get them into it early and then maintaining that part of it too, and you were obviously able to do that tonight with whether it's Rivera's shorthanded goal or whatever it might be, just kind of kept them engaged.
And we've struggled with that recently here, so I think it was important. Again, I thought we had some contributions up and down the lineup, which when we play our best, we have contributors in different ways. And our penalty killing was good tonight. I know they got the first one, but after that, we had to go to the penalty kill quite often. And so we'll have to clean up that from our end and get a reset for tomorrow.
You mentioned Jake, having him back, having Josh out there. Julian was a factor as well. Was it nice to feel like you're getting healthier?
Yeah, and I've felt that throughout the week because those guys have been on the rink with us all the way from Monday through the week. And, Jake's been doing a lot of work off ice, and I'll credit Matt Schmidt, our trainer, and Tommy Inkrot, our strength coach, on making sure that he was prepared to play. He played significant minutes tonight, played very well, handled them well. I think Reggie Lutz likes seeing him back. They're pretty close, and they seem to have some chemistry that goes way back. Yeah, that line was really effective tonight, and I thought, as I said earlier, I thought we had different contributors in different ways.
Reggie's down for 10 shots on goal tonight. Was that a lot to do with Jake, or just he's shooting the puck more or better? Or
he just, Reggie's always had that quality to his game, where he's a guy that more often than not will lead your team in shots at some time during a game. Might be a period, might be for the entire game as it was tonight. He's just dangerous. And so I don't think there's going to be any coaches who are going to tell him stop. And Jake does a good job at finding people. And I thought that line, again, Charlie did the same thing. Charlie distributed the puck real well tonight. And I just thought all three of them were comfortable doing the heavy lifting when it needed to be done, and that's why I think they had some chemistry and some success tonight.
Not necessarily you, but I think we don't talk about Jared Spooner's game enough a little bit. He does so many things for you, Mike, with the face-offs, and he has 2 goals, and an important one earlier on, and then plays that 200-foot game, can play physical if you want, and goes to the dirty areas as well. His game tonight, I thought, was really good, right?
I agree with you. He had really from start to finish, and there were peaks and valleys in the game as far as the minutes he was getting because he wasn't on a power play and didn't kill a ton tonight, did a little bit. So there were times in the game where he had been on the bench for a bit, and to still go out and contribute and play the heavy game that he does. And again, he's somebody that I think at times can go unnoticed by people that don't have an opportunity to coach him, because he's a guy that comes to the rink every day, works his tail off, is a phenomenal teammate, a great young man, and it was good to see him get rewarded for the efforts that he had tonight.
Yeah, and then Connor Mackey, tonight really seems to be continuing along with his offensive game. We've talked about his game a lot over the course of his 3 years here, but now this hot streak he's on right now, another goal and assist tonight. Is he in a groove offensively? What about his game offensively right now? Is where he's at? Is his confidence thing? What is it, Mike? Where he's starting to contribute on the offensive end?
When Connor's best, it's when he keeps the game simple because his instincts, I think, lead him to good areas. And that last one you saw, he was only probably a length, maybe a length and a half ahead, and he kept going, and Julian did a great job of pulling up and finding him late, and then he did a good job of finishing. And so I just think he's got high expectations of himself, and he wants to continue to get better, and he's doing that for us right now. He's being rewarded. There's been times where he's been just as good offensively where maybe he isn't getting the points. Tonight he got the points and was rewarded for it, and he's got a real mature game right now.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.